Welcome to life, a place of connection and deeper realization. Manjato, Venieto Kasai, Venokishtaba, Vendiano Kashdanvi, Laknosan Shadoyan Kasi, Vishnasan Kotyano Kasi, Vana Klenosam Vieto, Vanchiana Tasira Sho. Namdikta salam kasham yaro kashanditi dishnabosha tata. Being with what is, you realize that you can't really change it. It's there, it's what is. But as you embrace it, it can lose its effect. It's like when one is worrying about something, if you embrace it, first thing you know, you don't have to worry anymore. Because when we become centered in the moment, centered in allowing what is, centered in ourself, you have great energy, the power to overcome, the power to let go, to not hold on. This life is full of contradictions, conflicts, but you don't have to be that way. For within you is this awareness, this deepening, the light, the consciousness, ever present. And the more you recognize that in every aspect of your life, the freer you become. It's easy to get caught up in the world. They say it is, it's what, it's going to be. But that is not you. You are the observer. You watch. And the reason you can watch is because you know something deeper, something more expansive, actually something more powerful than anything you see out there, anything you hear out there. To allow this feeling of oneness with the consciousness, being at one with that. You're actually being at one with the universe, at one with creation, at one with all that is. The consciousness is all inclusive. There is no place it's not. Everywhere. Surrounding, expanding, becoming, transcending, moment by moment. So when you realize that's what you are, you're doing the same thing. You move into a place of clarity through allowing. Through embracing, you begin to realize more. For many things in your life are held in shadows. Shadows of the past, shadows of belief and concepts and conditioning. It's always there. But to realize that is not the power. That is not what you are. That's just an overlayment. It's like a diving suit that you have on. Maybe it protects you from things, but after a while you must remove it to feel, to experience, to express, to know life as it is, at its very core. We learn early in our life that it's difficult, that there's problems, consensus, conditional, beliefs, concepts, all of that is programming. So, what do you do? How do you break free of all of that? How do you let go? It said to let go, just don't hold on. That's harder than the words because it's so ingrained in the body. The very cells believe that's the way it is. But to change the experience is to begin to look differently at yourself, to realize you are not what you were, you are what you are now. And in this now, in this moment, you're experiencing an elevation of consciousness, speeding up. And in that higher frequency of yourself, you know a lot more about who and what you are than you do in your ordinary life. Through the consciousness, through this connection, you're accelerating. You're moving into a place of clarity where you begin to understand the truth that you are. There are many truths all around us. They say, they believe. Well, I know it's that way. When you begin to realize you don't know how it just is. You can't really figure it out because the pieces keep moving. But within you, you are solid, immovable actually, from the very core of your knowing. We look through beliefs, concepts, and conditioning. And within that, you can begin to realize the core, the real you, the real life, the real energy. You embrace the light of consciousness. You realize that the consciousness is everywhere, always present. Oh, it's the past and it's the future also. But we're concerned with this moment, with now. This is where we are. To be fulfilled within yourself, within your life, you have to let go of the nots. Not this, not that. I can't. I wish. It comes down to just being. And in the state of being, you become more and more actually elevating yourself into a higher level and realization of existence. There's no escape. The only way you get there is by embracing it, by allowing it, by accepting it. And the moment you do that, you begin to transform and change yourself into greater realization of your possibilities. We as human beings are far more than the human description. To realize that there's more to your existence than you can imagine. For the intellect holds certain patterns, concepts, and beliefs about what it is. But when you realize that the intellect is programming, as they say, as conditions, beliefs, and concepts. So where's the truth? How do we find that? You find it by letting go of what was, letting go of what might be, and be in this moment. For in this moment is illumination, is transcendence, is a constant becoming of a higher frequency. There's no stopping place. You keep increasing the light that you are to the direct experience that is the consciousness taking place within you. That's where we're concerned. We can't really be concerned about the outside and what's happening. It's happening. The only power you have is within yourself. And as you realize that, you begin to transform the environment around you. You can have great effect on the world when you're fully empowered within yourself in this knowing. You don't force change, you allow it. You see possibilities within circumstances. You realize that many things that are taking place don't have to be that way, but really are that way because people are holding on to it, because of some belief, some condition. The consensus reality of the world is a huge program of conditions and beliefs, concepts. To be unprogrammed, to be free of that, is to live within yourself, moment by moment, and know what you are as the consciousness, the very presence of light. And in that light, there can be no darkness, no fear, no ignorance, no resistance, but simply allowing, to allow the light that you are to be bright, to glow every moment. Perhaps that will have an effect on the people around you. But we don't do it for that. We do it because it is our being, the way we are. We don't make it up. It's not a suit you put on. It's what you are. And as you begin to accept that, you realize the reality of that more and more all the time. You begin to see in your life the things that are made up, the conditions, the beliefs, and you realize they have no power over you. They only have the power that you give them. So in this way, I encourage you to be stingy. Don't be giving them power. You can use that power for transformation within yourself. There's no boundary to this transformation. No limit. No law that governs it. Only that of light as the consciousness. So know that within yourself is a very important step to transformation, to change, to altering your past by living fully in the moment. You realize the past has no effect. It's just the stuff you were made of. But the consciousness, the light that you are, outweighs everything else. The consciousness is bigger than anything you can imagine. It's more expansive than anything you can imagine. The consciousness is all. Oh, it's known by many different names, called by different things, but it's all one. There's no separation in the consciousness. There's no other in the consciousness. So whatever humankind decides to call it doesn't change what it is. But what one calls it may become limited, may become just another belief and program. So now it's important to call it for what it is. The absolute allness of everything, eternal, expanding, becoming, all-inclusive. That may be a big leap for the mind and intellect, but it's a leap necessary for us to move on in this awareness. You can't stay stuck in the little self, the little mind, the past. You are far more than that. So you embrace that moreness within yourself. You begin to understand that all experiences are just part of the unfolding. And if you can just allow them, you unfold faster. Things happen quickly around you because you've let go of the power restraints that hold you back. You experience the true freedom that is the consciousness, the all-expensive isness all around you by letting go, moment by moment. The experience is uplifting, is expanding. The experience is the very presence of unfolding of your true self. To recognize that your true self is the consciousness. Simple as that. I know that's a big thing. When the consciousness is all it is, then it goes to show that perhaps your true self is the all that is. Can you wrap your mind around that? But there's no separation. There's no other. So we just have to bear with the world as it struggles through its beliefs and concepts and conditioning. We can be observing on the sidelines, realizing that it doesn't have to be that way. But you can't force change. You allow change. You allow change within your life, within yourself. And that's the place to start. And that could have an effect on things around you. But you don't do it for that. You simply do it for you know within yourself that's what you are. You don't force it. You allow it. So allow life to unfold into its fullness, its presence. It's all powerful everywhere. Be that. Be the very presence of the consciousness, the light of this world, the light of the universe, the light of all. There is no darkness. There is no separation. It transcends all the stuff of the mind and intellect, making a oneness in your true self, allowing it, embracing it, discovering it, kind of like try it out. Take a test run. See how it works. See what happens. And if you can wholeheartedly do that by letting go of everything else, you will see that you are the very presence of light, the very fulfillment of the consciousness as you.
Shantara says, thanks, Ishvara.
You're welcome.
Anand's love say, thank you, Ishvara. Much love.
You're welcome.
And Todd says, so much powerful goodness in that one. I'm going to have to listen to it on repeat for a while. Thank you so much, Ishvara.
You're welcome. Thank you for being with us today. And thank you for your love and support, as I love and support you in this unfolding process of the consciousness that is.